This is ANN News Brief.
Kenyan police says Finance Minister Henry Rotich and other Treasury officials have been arrested on Monday on corruption and fraud charges over a multi-million-dollar project to build 2 mega dams. Rotich and 27 other top officials were arrested on charges of fraud, abuse of office and financial misconduct in the latest scandal to rock Kenya. Police Chief George Kinoti told French news agency AFP the Finance Minister, his principal secretary and the chief executive of Kenya's Environmental Authority are in custody awaiting to be taken to court. Haji said the conception, procurement and payment processes for the dam project, part of a bid to improve water supply in the drought-prone country, was riddled with irregularities. The police chief said the project was to cost a total of $450 million, but the Treasury had increased this amount by more than $150 million without regard to performance or works. He also said almost $200 million has already been paid out, with little construction to show for it. Haji said the persons being charged were mandated with safeguarding the public interest. He said they have deliberately breached that trust. Rotich has previously denied any wrongdoing in the scandal. Central Africa Director at Human Rights Watch, Lewis Mogwe, says the Cameroonian security forces have killed at least 4 civilians and raped 1 woman since mid-June during security operations in the northwest region. He said those killed include an elderly man with a physical disability and a mentally challenged young man. Morgan said these latest crimes add to a long string of abuses by Cameroonian security forces. Human Rights Watch says it interviewed witnesses, victims, family members, medical personnel, and other residents who described the security forces' actions. The organization has been unable to access the country since its researcher was denied entry in April. Over the past 3 years, Cameroon's Anglophone regions have been embroiled in a cycle of deadly violence that has claimed 2,000 lives and uprooted almost 500,000 persons from their homes. We'll return after this message.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
Germany says it is still haunted by the terror its citizens foisted on Namibians at the beginning of the 20th century. Visiting President of the German Bundesrat, Daniel Günther, says the consequences of these past crimes are still felt today. He says this historical guilt is recognized without any ifs and buts. Günther apologized for the people of Namibia, and said both governments are engaged in constructive dialogue to address Namibia's colonial past. He said the 2 countries are connected through historical events and that there are commonalities in the experiences of the 2 nations with decentralized regional politics with a federal system. That's ANN News Brief. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.